Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. How are you today? Okay, today we are going to cover chapter 1, Organization of Plant Tissues and Growth. So in this topic, there are 3 subtopics, 1.1, 1.2 and 1.3. Okay, so today we are going to cover 1.1, Organization of Plant Tissues. Learning objective of this subtopic is communicate about the types of the plant tissues and their main function. Okay, plant tissue consists of 2 types of the tissue, meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Okay, first, what is meristematic tissues? Okay, meristematic tissues refer to the tissues that are actively dividing by mitosis. Okay, there are 2 types of the meristematic tissue, apical meristematic tissue and the lateral meristematic tissue. So don't worry about this type of tissue because we will learn more in the next subtopic. Okay, permanent tissue. Permanent tissue can be divided into 3 types of the tissue, epidermal tissue, ground tissue, and the vascular tissue. Okay, ground tissue can be divided into 3 types of the tissue, parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. And the vascular tissue can be divided into xylem and phloem tissues. Okay, now we are going to discuss the permanent tissue. Okay, what is a permanent tissue? Permanent tissue refer to the mature tissues which have experienced or are experiencing differentiation. Actually, what is differentiation? Yeah, so differentiation is a process whereby the cell become a specific cell that can carry out specific function. Right? Okay, so there are 3 types of the permanent tissues, epidermal tissue, ground tissue, and the vascular tissue. Okay, now we look at this diagram. Okay, so this is the structure of the plant. Okay, we can divide into 3 parts of the plant, leaf, stem, and the root. Okay, so what you have to understand on this diagram is the position of the permanent tissue based on the different parts here. Okay, we look at the leaf first. Okay, on the leaf, when we do the cross section of the leaf, okay, what we can see here is epidermal tissue cover the outer layer here, and this is the vascular tissue, and in between is the ground tissue. For the stem, okay, the diagram will be look like this. Okay, so the epidermal tissue is at the outer layer here, and then the vascular tissue here, and then in between there is a ground tissue. Okay, for the root, okay, the epidermal tissue cover the outer layer, and then this is the ground tissue, and in the center is referred to the vascular tissue. Okay, what about this one? Yeah, so this is referred to the micrograph of the position of the ground tissue in the stem. Right? Okay, as we know before, ground tissue can be divided into parenchyma, sclerenchyma, and then collenchyma. Right, now we are going to discuss more about the ground tissues. Okay. Parenchyma, the first type of the ground tissue. Yeah, refer to the simplest living cells. Do not undergo differentiation. Yeah, have thinnest cell wall. Okay, what we can see here, the cell wall is very thin. Okay, always in a turgid state, providing support and maintain the shape of the herbaceous plant. Okay, they are also involved in the photosynthesis, help in the storage of the starch and the sugar, and involved in the gases exchange. And they also involved in repair and regeneration of the plant tissue. Okay, so this is the structure of the parenchyma tissue. Okay, collenchyma tissue. Yeah, Collenchyma tissue refer to the living cell which mature into cells that are flexible. So they have cell walls made of pectin and hemicellulose. Right? Okay, so what is a pectin? Pectin refers to the gelling agent, which is a type of the polysaccharide. And hemicellulose is referred to the half of the cellulose, means also cellulose. Okay, their cell walls are thicker than parenchyma. Right? Okay, so we can look here. The cell wall is a little bit thicker than this one. Provide mechanical support and elasticity for plants. Okay, that is referred to the collenchyma. And now we look at the sclerenchyma. Right? Okay, so please take note the spelling and also the pronunciation of the sclerenchyma. It consists of dead cells. A dead cell, not the living cell. When they are mature, it provides support and mechanical strength, help in the transport of water and nutrient in plant. Okay, so this is the structure of the sclerenchyma tissue. Okay, what we can see here, the cell wall is very thick and lignified. Yeah, lignified. Okay, so that's why it will become strong, right? Okay, and then it can provide mechanical strength to the plant. Okay, epidermal tissues. Here, epidermal tissues refer to the outermost surface of stems, leaves, and root of young plants. Okay. So, epidermal tissue are covered by cuticle. Okay, what is cuticle? Cuticle refer to the waxy and waterproof layer that cover the epidermal cell wall. It is exposed to the air. Okay, what is the function of the cuticle? Reduce loss of water through transpiration and also protect the plant cell or epidermal cell from pathogen and also mechanical injuries. Okay. Epidermal tissue have two types of the modified epidermal cells. Okay, what are they? Gut cells and root hair cell. Okay, so what we can see from the diagram here, so this is referred to the gut cell. Yeah, gut cell. Okay, gut cell, the function of the gut cell is control the opening of the stoma. Yes, stoma is referred to the small pores here. It is a small pore that controlled by the gut cell. Okay, and then the second one is root hair cells. Okay, root hair cells. Okay, what we can see from here. So this is the epidermal tissue of the root. Okay, so what we can see here, there is a root hair cells. Yeah, root hair cell. Okay, what is the function of the root hair cell? Increase the surface area of roots for water and mineral absorption. Alright, okay, last one, vascular tissue. Okay, vascular tissue consists of two types of the tissue, xylem and phloem. Okay, xylem, made up of dead cells without cytoplasm. Cell walls of xylem contains lignin. Yeah, lignin. Consists of xylem vessels that are elongated, hollow, hollow, and connected to each other from roots to the leaf. Okay, what is the function of the xylem? Okay, this is the function of the xylem. Transport water and mineral salt to all parts of plant. Okay, phloem. Phloem made of companion cells and sieve tubes. Okay, so what is sieve tube? Sieve tube are living cells that have cytoplasm but do not have organelles, especially nucleus and ribosome, as they decompose when matured. Okay, phloem consists of sieve tubes arranged from end to end, forming elongated and continuous tube structures. Okay, what is the function of the phloem? Phloem transports sugar or photosynthesis products from leaves to the storage organ. Yes, for example of the storage organs are fruits. Yeah, fruits and also the tubers. Okay, so don't worry about the vascular tissue because we will learn more in the next topic. Okay, so this is structure of the xylem tissue and this is the structure of the phloem tissue. So this is the sieve tube here. Yeah, sieve tube here. Okay. Alright, okay, so that's all for 1.1. Okay, I hope you all can understand for this subtopic. Thank you, girls.